guys, how are you? Welcome to Thoughts with Helen Eugene. And today I just wanted to talk about thoughts. My channel is called Thoughts with Helen Eugene because in this channel, my purpose really was to bring out thoughts that can influence our lives to be better, thoughts that can influence our lives to improve, to be the best that we can be. And I so much believe in thoughts, guys, because the word of God says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, and the word of God emphasize the fact that the heart is important because that's where our thoughts are stored and that's where our thoughts come out of. You say guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life, meaning that out of your heart thoughts are conceived, and when thoughts are conceived, your life is conceived out of your thoughts. So that is why I take this channel Thoughts with Helen Eugene, meaning that from time to time I'll be bringing out thoughts that can improve our lives, thoughts that can change our lives. If you want to transform a man, don't give him money. If you want to transform a man's life or a woman's life, don't give him physical things. That's me. I feel like if you give him internal things, those things everlasting, and if you change his thought life, you can change a man's life forever. Because if you give somebody money and they still have the same thoughts, eventually the money will diminish, the money will finish, and they will go back to square one. So if you change somebody's life, if you change how they think, you will change their lives forever. And that thought process, it's a seed really, and they can now transfer it to generations upon generations to come. And right now, as we are in this world, we are paying for people's thoughts. If you go to school, you are paying for other people's thoughts, how they thought about these ideas, how they researched them, and how they came about and became theories, and now we are learning about them. It's people's thoughts. Everything really, what we are enjoying now, the social media, is somebody else's thoughts, the ideas that came about. That is why if you change somebody's thoughts, if you change how they think, their mindset, you change their lives. So I hope that point is clear enough to know that you need to change your mindset, you need to change your thoughts if you want to change your life. God also thinks, and God says, I know the thoughts I have towards you. It is thoughts of not bad, but to give you a hope and a good future. And that's the thoughts of God towards us. So when we are talking about thoughts, the amazing thing is that we always focus on the thoughts that we have for ourselves, towards ourselves. But it's also important that you also change your thoughts towards other people as well, because like it or not, even if you don't tell someone that I don't like you, that this is what I think about you, pretend, the true thoughts that you think towards the person, they emanate an energy, and the person can be able to tell that you don't like them. So, and the reason why I wanted to talk about thoughts is because sometimes you feel like you are doing all you can, but why is your life not going the way you want it to? Or why are people not liking you? Maybe it might be that you don't think much of yourself, and maybe you always criticize yourself in your thoughts. You might not vocalize it, but when you criticize yourself internally, it shows in your confidence, it shows in the way you carry yourself, it shows in the way you even speak. It says, it just shows, and you carry that aura of what you think of yourself or what you tell yourself internally. So if you change what you think about yourself, and the thoughts that you have constantly about yourself, you find out that the more positive your thoughts are, the more positive your outlook, the more positive your body language, the more positive even your words, even your conversations will become more positive, and you find out that you attract more things into your life. You attract those things, you attract confident people, you attract people that, come and they want to support, your dreams. So now that I've laid the foundation on, how important our thoughts are, I just want to give you 3 pointers on how to change your thoughts. First point is that you have to be cautious of the thoughts that you have. Be alert. to the thoughts that you have. If you can catch yourself thinking, much more, you catch yourself thinking that, oh, okay, here I go again. There are the negative thoughts. That's what I want you to be cautious of the thoughts that you are having. Be alert when you are thinking, and from there, the second point I want to change your thoughts is to use a replacement method. When you catch yourself thinking, if it's anything negative, immediately replace it. Immediately replace it with good thoughts. Immediately replace it with positive thoughts. Immediately replace it with godly thoughts, with good thoughts. Even if it's not towards yourself, but if you catch yourself, let's say, thinking bad thoughts about your business, bad thoughts about your partner, bad thoughts about somebody else, immediately change it, immediately replace it with good thoughts. And it will be good that you immediately vocalize, good things about them, good words about them, positive words about them. That is the second method. And the third and the last thing to do for you to change your thoughts, replace, change, eliminate, reduce. I know sometimes you can completely eliminate, reduce the consumption of negativity in your life. The things that you listen to, don't like shows like We Are Jola 99. We Are Jola 99, it's all about toxic relationships, and you want to have more positive thoughts towards relationships because you want to build a good relationship. So We Are Jola 99 is not really a show that you should be watching day in and day out, because that show would have and plant negative thoughts about relationships into your life. And before you know it now, you always be thinking negatively towards your partner. He goes to the shops and already you are thinking negative thoughts. And as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Job said when he was afflicted, say, what I feared most, what he always thought that it might happen. That's why he was always sacrificing for his children daily, because he didn't want anything to happen to his children. So what he feared most, what he always was happening in his heart, happened to him. And that's what we're saying. Reduce negativity in your life. Change your company, change your friends if they are negative people, if they always project negativity and all. Or change the people that are always criticizing you. You don't really, if you want to be positive about your life, be positive about your dreams, be positive about your job, be positive about where you are going. You don't need people that are constantly criticizing you, constantly reminding you of your past, constantly putting you down. You need people that are your cheerleaders. You need people that are constantly building you up. So focus more on the things that build you up. Focus more on the things that bring positivity into your life. Focus more on the word of God, guys. The word of God is a builder. The word of God, is a positive picture of ourselves and a positive picture of our future. So if you want really to have good thoughts, focus on the word of God. In essence, guys, build around yourself positive energy and good thoughts. Make sure that you consume and feed yourself with good things, so that out of your heart also good thoughts emanate, and your life will never be the same. So thank you guys for this week. I know I had promised to talk about parenting, but I just thought let me reintroduce my channel. The reason why it's thoughts, it's because your thoughts are so important, and I hope that the thoughts that I bring to you guys on a weekly basis are doing something in your life. They are impacting your life. They are changing your life. Do comment, guys. I really appreciate your comments and your likes, and subscribe and share this channel, guys. Let more people be positively impacted. Thank you so much. See you guys next week. Bye.